No, it's in the wrong place. My house is making sound. Reduce put that thing to zero. Hi, beautiful people. I'm on live. Yeah. So today, what are we going to be talking about? 8 things we must not share with anyone. So, life. Yeah, life. And yours too. And yours too. So sorry for the distractions. Yeah. So we are going to be talking about 8 things we must not share with anyone. Of course, in life, we all know that everyone is destined for success. But it's just that we normally have some storming blocks that debar us from getting successful quickly. So if you can remove this obstacle, you find out that your success is assured, your success is guaranteed. So, and that is why we coach people, because everyone is destined for success. It's just that sometimes our habits and our personal lifestyles can limit us from achieving our goals, and the need for all this knowledge, because at the end of the day, if you use all these things in your daily life, you find out that they will push you to the success that you have been yearning for. So 8 things we must not share with anyone if you want to become successful in life. And number one is income. Don't share your income. Don't share the information about your income with people, because at the end of the day, this can create enmity. It can bring about hatred. It can even bring about jealousy. Because, of course, if you share your income with people, information about your income with people, those that are not earning so much like you do will feel jealous of your success. And at the end of the day, it can create problems for you. You might be attacked, and it can also limit your success, because where you are seeking for help or seeking for information to really move up in life, you may not be able to get them again, or help or finance or loan. But because you have shared your income with people that you are not, the information about your income with people that you are not meant to share, it begins to limit you from achieving your goals, and it can also endanger your life. You remember the story that I shared with you in one of my videos about this man who was earning very, very well, a very, very rich man. And for the first time, he met an old friend, and he began to discuss how much he was making with this old friend, not knowing he has created a kind of jealousy. And the man began to get jealous, and he was like, okay, since you are earning very well, he pretended to be interested, and was like, okay, I need a job, I need a help, I'm having financial problem. And because he was a nice man, decided to offer him help. And the man had a bad intention, and the intention was to rip him off of everything that he has ever had, because to him, he believed that he was rubbing it on him. And the innocent man, who is the rich man, did not know his intention. And he gave the man a job, and they began to work together as partner. And this guy, he went further to get every information needed, to run this man now. They were into shipping of goods from other country. He diverted all the goods because he really he really took his time to learn so much about that business for like maybe 2 3 years. You know, you never can tell how people are. So by the time he got all the information needed, all the products as they were coming in, he diverted everything. Everything, product that worth millions of naira. And his friend that brought him to this business was like, "Ah, we are expecting some goods. We have these goods." And he was like, "No, the goods have not arrived." Whereas he has gotten everything. And at the end of the day, he wrecked that man. He wrecked him to the extent that the man had nothing. He even sent him to jail because I can't remember how it happened then. There were some things that happened that like a fraud or something. So he changed the name and the man got into problems. And at the end of the day, he lost his wife in the process because a lot of information, he didn't pass a lot of information to his wife. And he didn't let his wife to be aware of some things, and that got the woman also into problems, and also his children, and he lost everything. So that's why you have to be very very careful. Don't share your information about your income with anybody. It's very very important. We have to be very careful. We have to, there is pride in being silent, because what people don't know they cannot use against you. So it's based on the information that you share with people that people will use either to make you better or to destroy you. So you have to be very, very careful. You have to protect your personal information and your professional information. So that's number one. Say number two is your love life. Keep your love life away from people. Nobody is interested in your love life. If you are happy, good for you. But a lot of people don't want you to be happy. And the moment you know that, you be careful of what you share with people. A lot of people don't want you to be happy. And that is wisdom. So keep your love life away from people. Whatever problem that you may be having in your relationship, try and solve it with your partner. Don't share personal things with people, because there is a story about these two beautiful couples who met in their university days, and they were really in love with each other and they got married. And along the line, this guy had lots and lots of friends. He goes to club, he parties, and anytime he's having issue with his wife, he goes to his friends to discuss. Ah, my wife, she's behaving this, and there was this guy that liked his wife when they were in the university, but because the other guy was faster enough, and well, he left them to be. But so the moment he begins to discuss all these things with his friend, that one was like, this is an avenue to get into the relationship. And before you know it, the lady went to discuss some problems that was happening between her and her husband with this friend. And the friend was like, "I'm aware of everything. Your husband comes here to tell us what is happening between you." And the lady was like, "Wow." So that gave the lady more confidence to discuss further with the guy. And the guy took advantage of the situation. He was always calling the woman, sending her messages, keeping her happy, and even telling her that, okay, he can take her house and let her forget about the problem. And he was even telling her that he would talk to the husband, whereas he wasn't. He wasn't talking to the husband. But eventually, as time went on, the man that was displaying different kinds of character found out that his wife was not even bothered about his character again. Anytime he comes back home. Normally, his wife always nag. Look at the time you came back. You came back so late. Why are you doing this? You are making me sad. You're making me. He found out that the wife will even welcome him with open hands. He was not like, this woman doesn't complain about my bad attitude again. Not knowing that there was another person, his friend, that was already making her happy. And the woman lost all concentration in the home. To the extent that even sometimes when the husband is around, she keeps chatting with her husband's friend. Though there was nothing personal, no intimacy as in between them. He just wanted to make the woman happy. But eventually, the husband now found out that it was his friend that was giving his woman happy moments, and the man was disappointed. To cut the long story short, they got into a fight, and this got the man killed, and the other one was now jailed for killing his friend. And there was no intimacy between them. The goal was just to make that woman happy, because the other guy liked the woman, but it was not just fast enough to propose to her. So during this time that the woman was sad, he just wanted to make her happy. Though I think he discussed it with his friend. I think so. I can't really remember. But the goal was just to make the woman happy. And you can imagine. So most times it's better to keep your love life away from people, because at the end of the day, it can crash you and your partner. And of course, there are a lot of things that even if you say to people, you lose respect. You lose respect for discussing those kind of personal things with people. And anytime they look at you, they are like, look at him. He was even discussing. So you have to, there is really, really respect in silence, in keeping your mouth shut. You don't need to discuss things with outsider. If you have issues with your partner, I think it's better for both of you to sit down and solve this problem than taking it to people that are not in your relationship. So that's number two. Then number three is your family problem. Every family has his or her bad side and good side, and of course it's normal. So sometimes when you have problems in your family, you solve it among yourself. You don't take it to people that is outside your family, because at the end of the day, they will make jest of you. No family is perfect. Everybody has his or her own that you never can imagine if you hear some stories. So you don't need to broadcast it, because these people that you are broadcasting your family problems with, they cannot even help you. Rather, they will laugh at you and tag your family a name. So be careful what you share about your family. There was an instance where this guy wanted to go into maybe politics. Though the guy didn't have the intention. It was his wife that was pushing him, that he wanted him to go for this politics. But because his brother, his senior brother was interested, and this guy has discussed this political ambition of his senior brother with his wife. And because the wife knows that the senior brother will gain so much from this political ambition, he wanted his husband, she wanted her husband to go for this political ambition. But the husband was not interested. So this guy had said a lot of things about his senior brother to his wife. Do you know that the woman used all those things against his senior brother to lose the political ambition? Because this guy has said terrible things about his brother to his wife. And because the woman had a little power, she used it against this man's senior brother, and the man lost the political ambition. He lost his goal. He lost his future ambition, all in the name that his brother could not keep his mouth shut. So I'm just explaining some negative things that can happen as a result of telling people some personal things. So there are a lot of things that people have experienced. I cannot be sharing everything today because, of course, I don't have much time to spend today. But I'm just giving instances why you shouldn't share some of these things with anyone. They can limit you. They can limit your goal. They can limit your success. We really need to be wise in our dealings if we want to achieve our goals. Then another thing is your health. Your health issues, you keep it to yourself. People that there is no point sharing your problem with people that cannot help you. And remember, a lot of people don't even care. They don't care about what you are going through. 70% don't care. 30% are happy that you have it. If you always remember that, then you'll be careful of who you discuss some of your personal issues with. And this can only attract you pity, gossip, and unsolicited advice. Are they medical practitioners? Are they medical doctors that you are sharing your health issues with? The only people that are required to handle health issues are medical practitioners. So if you have problem with your health, you can go there to seek for advice, and they will never mislead you. A lot of people will mislead you, and that's why you have to be careful. Another thing why sharing your health issues can affect you in a negative way is that there was an instance where this guy needed a job, and the job that he was to do had nothing to do with his health. But because he had mistakenly shared his health issue with a friend, so there was a day they met in that same company, and the guy was like, "Ah, what are you doing?" And I was like, "I came for a job search. I'm seeking for a job, a new job, and I was called for an interview today." And the guy was like, "Wow, that's beautiful." And he began to ask him, "Are you sure you can do this job? You remember that you have these issues?" And the guy was like, "Oh, so how does it affect my job? Because I'm not going to be carrying heavy things, and I'm not. It doesn't involve physical strength. It involves my intellectual strength. So how does that affect me?" And the guy was like, "Okay, no problem." To cut the long story short, this guy discussed this guy that came, his friend's health issues with the management, telling them that there was a time he even collapsed, and it discouraged them from accepting this guy for the job offer. You can see how too much talking destroys one ability to succeed. But if he had kept his mouth shut, maybe this guy wouldn't have done this. And look at how he lost the job offer. And eventually they told the guy that we don't need you, your services are no longer needed. And he lost the job. And they didn't even tell him the reason why he was not given the job. So you can imagine. So another thing we must also be careful in discussing with people is our goals. We must be very careful, because when you have a dream, most times our dreams are fragile, and you need to guide it so that they can really mature. The moment you begin to share your goals with people, there is possibility that your dream will face criticism, and a lot of critics are out there. They criticize, whether good or bad, because they don't see what you see. Your dreams, your goal are peculiar to you. They are personal to you. The reason why you are dreaming this big goal is because you have the personality and the quality to get the best out of these dreams. And that's why they are peculiar to you. But the more I begin to share it with people, they don't understand what you see. Of course, they will criticize you. They will say negative things that will really, really bring you down. And at the end of the day, you will not even be interested in pursuing these goals again. And that's why you have to be very, very careful. Don't share your goals with people. Let your goal mature. Let them see results by themselves. You don't need to talk too much, because at the end of the day, negative talks, criticism, and all this can destroy your goals, and you may not be able to accomplish them. It's words of wisdom. So we have to be wise in our dealing with people. So another thing is conflicts, if you have conflicts, maybe personal conflicts involving family or your close friend, they can negatively impact your relationship. And that is why when you talk about your family disputes, it's sometimes it creates an awkward interaction, especially with you. People they will interact with you in a negative way because sometimes they see you as the problem, not even the person that you are talking about. And that's what most people don't know. So be careful when you have conflict with your family and your partner. Don't share it with people because at the end of the day, they may see you that you are the problem, not even the person that you are talking about, and you lose your respect. So, and you know how information spread, rumors and all that. Before you know it, the whole world they know the story. So just be careful with what you spread around, what you tell people. There is respect in privacy, and most times keep your things personal to yourself. So I've been able to talk about 7 things. Then the 8th thing that you should not be sharing with people is your next step. Yeah, your next step. And sometimes people also say you shouldn't share. Yeah, it's your next step. Most times they say you don't share your next step with people because sometimes they say don't share your regrets with people. Whatever that has happened in your past, they can use it against you. So it's better you keep your past to your past. You don't need to share it with people because you don't know the mind of people, especially when they know that you have a plan to succeed or you are going places. They bring your past to disrupt your present so that you are unable to get to your future. So it's like that. And so at the end of the day, smart people, they understand everything that I've been talking about, the importance of keeping information to themselves and also to protect their personal and professional relationship and letting them focus on growth and success without external criticism. So whether it's your financial details, your personal conflicts, your future goals, your good deeds. Some people share their good deeds. It's not a good it's not a good thing to share. If you are nice to people, you are kind, you are generous, you don't need to share it with people because at the end of the people they'll begin to think that maybe you want them to see you as a good person. You want us to see you that you are a good person, that you are a nice person. And at the end of the day, your kindness is not genuine. So you don't need to share to people what you have done, all the people that you have helped in the past, how you took care of some children, the orphanage home, this, that. They will get to know with time. You don't need to share it. Calm down. They will get to know with time. So it's like that. So because at the end of the day, all these things they are private matters and they can save you from potential pitfalls and also foster a balanced and peaceful life and a more respectful relationship. And also it gives you a sense of control over your personal self and your professional ambition. So thanks for staying tuned. I hope I've been able to share 1 or 2 things with you, knowledge that can change your life. And as I said, very soon I'll be having stickers which you can send to me as a way of motivating me and letting me feel that I'm doing very well. And I will surely appreciate that. So if you haven't subscribed, if you come across my video in any way and you haven't subscribed to my page, kindly subscribe to my page because I'll be having more of this live stream, and then you'll be having more of information that can fast track you to success. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I wish you a pleasant day as usual. Continue to be you. Bye for now. Subscribe if you haven't. Thanks. Bye.